And what did God do but honor and use him in a magnificent way? Now, this is the end of the series, and you can still get the study guides, and you can get the CDs and continue to study the life of Joseph. But on Monday, we take a new direction with a study from the book of 2 Peter and the first chapter. And the title of the study is Everything You Need. And it's based upon a brand new book that comes out the first week in October. I don't want you to miss any of this, and especially on Monday, an interview with Sheila Walsh about the content of the series and the nature of the book. That's all coming after the weekend. Be sure to get to church on the Lord's Day. And if you have opportunity, catch our television program, which is available all across the United States in many, many different formats. We hope you'll be a part of the
David Jeremiah,
we'll right back here
107.5 FM on the radio dial, Tri-State Gospel, Gil and Jan Hammond.
Today's message came to you from Shadow Mountain Community Church, where Dr. David Jeremiah served as senior pastor. Turning Point is also on radio and TV this weekend. To find out where in your area, visit our website, davidjeremiah.org/radio. That's davidjeremiah.org/radio. Or call 800-947-1993. Ask for a copy of our 14-month 2020 calendar. Clearly God, yours for a gift of any amount. You can also download the free Turning Point mobile app for your smartphone or tablet and access our programs anytime at your convenience. Or if you prefer, visit your app store and search for Turning Point Ministries. Let us know how God is using this ministry in your life. Write to Turning Point, P.O. Box 3838, San Diego, California, 92163. Or visit our website, davidjeremiah.org/radio. This is David Michael Jeremiah. Join us Monday as Dr. David Jeremiah and Sheila Walsh discuss the new series, Everything You Need, on Turning Point.
107.5 Tri-State Gospel, WIOK, Falmouth, Cincinnati. 570 Southern Kentucky Gospel, WIDS, Russell Springs, Jamestown.
Well, another evening with Randy Wallace and at the Farehaven Rescue Mission. A great evening. And look forward to church this Sunday at Bethesda Community Church, where June and I belong, June Guyman Stephenson, and where she's teaching her class on Henry Blackaby's Experiencing God. And after church Sunday, I'll go out to the Northern Kentucky Right to Life annual dinner, luncheon, where Congressman Thomas Massey is going to be the featured speaker. And we look forward to that. I really had a great year last year. I enjoyed singing My Old Kentucky Home for them and enjoyed the bishop's address to the group and Governor Bevan's address to the group, Matt Bevan. So look forward to Sunday at 1 o'clock at the receptions for the Right to Life banquet. Come on out and join us. And then the following Sunday for Randy's 175th anniversary, and at the Oak Ridge Baptist Church. Services at 11 o'clock, and then the special lunch after service on the grounds, and then at 2 o'clock a special service for the 175th year anniversary. Look forward to being a part of that. Come on out and join us and have a great time and fellowship with the Oak Ridge Baptist Church folks. Reminds me of a song I've sang in every county in Kentucky that I'll close our show with tonight. Oh, the sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. 'Tis summer, the children at play. The corn tops ripe and the meadows are in bloom, and the birds make music all the day. Oh, the children roll on the little cabin floor, all merry, all happy and bright. By and by, hard times comes a knocking on the door. Then my old Kentucky home says goodnight. Weep no more, my ladies. Oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home, far away, for my old Kentucky home, far away. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition of godly principles of love and prayers, heart and soul for everybody. Don't forget, folks, President Trump and Donald Pence, Vice President, need our prayers and their team. And prayers from Senator Mitch McConnell and Governor Matt Bevin and Congressman Thomas Massey and all of our Republican congressmen across the state of Kentucky that have helped us return godly principles to our government. Godly principles to our government. Praise the Lord now. Let us say good night to you. Get you a good night's sleep. I'm headed home from the Farehaven Rescue Mission. Travels with the Stephensons, 859-750-0000. 859-750-0000. And join us this next month. Watch us on our show. Are you ready? Are you ready for the Lord? Or are you ready for the elections? Going to have on a couple of guests. Going to have on, let's see here, Justin Kriegler, the county clerk. And we're going to have on David Martin, the circuit clerk in Boone County. And Justin Kriegler in Boone County clerk. And, of course, Randy Wallace will be there with us, playing and singing some songs. And we'll be talking about the anniversary. And the election's coming up in November. And it'll be a show I think you'll enjoy. Teach us a little bit about what happens in these elections, these statewide elections, where all the constitutional officers are up for a vote. 859-750-0000. Join us on Facebook, John Stephenson, Stephenson, and are on YouTube under Travels with Dr. John Stephenson. God bless you and have a great evening. Keep us in your prayers, particularly Miss June and her class. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. I'm glad you are our friends.
Look, Hillary Clinton was facing severe potential criminal consequences in 2015 and 16. They concocted the Russia scandal to prevent that from her facing the law. They continued to freeze the Justice Department with the Mueller-Carnard, and now with the Ukraine investigation, they're trying to protect Joe Biden because that popped up in the last few months. This is not an impeachment. That implies lawfulness. This is a coup attempt, a continued coup against the president. If it's not a war, it's lawlessness, and the president needs to confront it directly. Adam Schiff, he should cut Schiff off from any classified information. He can't be trusted. And the executive branch is the decider as to who sees classified information. Schiff shouldn't be allowed to see anything.
We get to the heart of this rage, Kerry Pickett, against Donald Trump. It's inexplicable to me, it's just they don't like it. If Donald Trump cured cancer, I'm convinced they still hate him. If he gave every American $5 million and even signed on to Ocasio-Cortez's Green New Deal, they'd hate him. There's nothing he can do to make them like them. politically.
Yeah, that really does seem to be the case. Now, keep in mind, as far as this whole impeachment inquiry is concerned, now, we've heard of why is it that the Democrats don't want to have this impeachment inquiry vote. Well, a lot of it has to do with the fact that you have now 10 Democrats who are holding back on.
I think it's up to 13.
No, it's down to 10 and
Oh, down three converted back. They got
Right.
the hammer was dropped
right,
off.
as for an impeachment inquiry vote resolution, and that's because they want to make sure that none of these individuals are going to be on the record. And it's also so they.
I say call the roll. I think Jay Sekulow was right. Let's find out where they stand. Jeff Lord, you've been around the swamp. You talk in your new book about swamp wars. This is real.
This is very real, Sean. In researching my book, I found an article that appeared in the Washington Post on January 20th of 2017, front page article that was filled with anonymous folks, of course, who were career government employees saying that they intended to do as much as they could to fight the president from within. I mean, it said it right there. They were in all these different bureaus and agencies and departments. That's what's going on here. Hillary Clinton is the symbol of this. She is the head, if you will, of the administrative state. But they are everywhere.
How this is a problem. Jay touched on it, and that is President of the United States of America now, his transcripts with the Prime Minister of Australia, the President of Mexico. Now we have the President of Ukraine. We have operatives with the most powerful tools of intelligence that we entrust to them, Greg Jarrett, and they are abusing them. And they have turned it on a President of the United States. I think it's unprecedented.
It is, and
we're going to lose the country.
President Trump ought to kick out all FBI and CIA people out of the White House because they're spying on the president. They're gathering together information that they probably shouldn't have, and they're leaking it. But I want to make this point. If you examine the transcript of the conversations between Zelensky and President Trump, there's no quid pro quo, no demand, no pressure, no threat. What the president is doing is asking his counterpart in Ukraine, please have your country assist and cooperate in our official Department of Justice investigation.
This is a very key point.
But this is the document that requires Ukraine to do that. This is the treaty signed 20 years ago. It's entitled the Treaty on Mutual Legal Assistance in Criminal Matters. Ukraine hasn't always abided by this, so the president is asking them nicely, please cooperate. They're supposed to, under this document, provide evidence, testimony, records, witnesses in any American official investigation, and we know that Bill Barr has launched one.
Take a break. We'll come back more with our studio audience. Where is this all going? A lot of you this week been writing me saying, scaring you. I don't blame you, because we've never seen corruption, abuse of power, as we're seeing it on this scale. Then, of course, the accomplices in the media. But where's it going to go? We'll ask our studio audience coming up next.
American modern politics and the changes that are going to happen, it's going to boomerang back. I mean, we know that there's enough there to show what happened with Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. There is no evidence, absolutely no evidence whatsoever on President Trump. And Sean, while we're looking at Ukraine, let's not forget, we have John Durham and William Barr.
Looking into Ukraine.
Looking into what happened at the very beginning of the FBI investigation. So the American public, right now, we really just got to sit back, let the Attorney General.
Do you think the Democrats are that stupid they'll impeach him? Let's show of hands. Who thinks the Democrats will take it to that point?
Yeah, I think they're going to try.
No, two no's. Okay, Tom, where's this going?
Well, I think they're going to try to impeach him, and every time you hear the word impeachment, you have to substitute the word coup, and the coup needs to be shut down. The Senate should say there's going to be no trial, and the Justice Department needs to go on a transparency tear. It's interesting, we got all these documents on Ukraine, but we're still waiting on the Spygate documents. Release it all, expose the corruption of the last administration and the coup cabal. That will shut it down.
Assume you're right, except for Pam and Charlie, on that they go forward with impeachment. How many say that it hurts them badly in 2020? You don't think it hurts them?
I'm the only Democrat here.
Yeah.
I want the Democrats to win the congressional and potentially the presidential election if we have the right candidate. This is profoundly misguided. We could lose everything. Trump is weakened. We are stronger than Trump on a lot of issues, and by making the election
I
about
don't think so.
impeachment is a bad mistake. I know you don't think so, but if you look at some of the polls, plenty of evidence to support my position.
I would say
bad mistake.
the most unconventional political figure in at least, I'll just say, modern history. He doesn't poll well. You know what? People aren't going to talk to pollsters that like Donald Trump. Pam, where's this headed?
The president's right. This is war. And if Adam Schiff was a prosecutor and he behaved that way in a trial, he would be held in contempt of court. President Trump is right. He needs to resign.
On that tape, did Biden break the law, in your view?
Did Biden break the law? I believe there's plenty of evidence
Plenty
he
of
did,
evidence he
needs
did.
to be investigated, and President Trump did nothing wrong.
Nothing. And by the way, how many think the president did nothing wrong based on the transcript?
I think the fact that we're talking about this, and Democrats are talking about this, is evidence that they do believe that they don't have another way of beating Trump at the ballot box. And I believe the truth will come out. Can you imagine if Hillary Clinton had won? None of this would have ever been exposed. But this always happens to Trump. Could Trump ask for anything more than to suddenly be talking about Joe Biden's corruption and talking about China and how China has screwed us over for decades?
I have followed this story. Well, we've done this for a long time. I mean, Peter Schweitzer, God bless him, Secret Empire, he was way ahead of the curve. Kerry, where's this going?
Political report has already come out and said that the biggest problem right now is that you have Democrats who are looking at some polls that say, oh, look at this whole impeachment thing looks really good for us right now. But the problem is that they're only looking at the present. They're not looking at the future as to what happened back during the 90s, during the Clinton impeachment, how things looked kind of bright and shiny in the very beginning, and then later on it ended up souring on the Republicans and ended up boomeranging back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that the president is absolutely right that this is a witch hunt, this is all-out war, but this is not just against President Trump. This is against the United States of America and everything that the founders fought for. Because what we can't, as conservatives, forget is that this is about the progressive left continuing to try to twist words and change the definition of those words to fit their own narrative and their own progressive plan. And so what they're doing is they're trying to make impeachment a political term for the future. And we have to go back to our rule of law of the United States Constitution. And what I'm so proud of President Trump for doing is standing up for the Constitution.
It reeks hypocrisy. I mean,
absolutely.
The Russian dossier, the Biden, Ukrainian problem. Jeff, where's it go?
I do really make an attempt to impeach him. But the thing that really gets me, the president, God bless him, is taking all this heat because what they're really after are his supporters, average Americans. They have nothing but contempt for regular people out there. How they're going to get elected, campaigning on, you're a bunch of boobs and therefore you got to vote for us is beyond me. It's a terrible thing.
Much more as we continue tonight on Hannity. Thanks for being with us.